Yo, this quarantine got me looking real shaggy, bro. Like, I need a haircut. Oh my god, these videos are always so awkward to start. Like, I never know what to say and how to say it. Hey, what's up guys? It's your girl Jane Rio. For those of you guys that are new here, hello, welcome. I am a singer turned mental health advocate, and I am here today to share with you guys my experience on Snapchat's docuseries Mind Yourself. Woohoo! And just, you know, kind of check in with you guys because I haven't seen you since my last video, 20 things I want to do in 2020. And for those of you guys that haven't watched it yet, I will leave a link here somewhere. Just to give you guys a gist on that video, it was pretty much just me talking about the things that I wanted to accomplish this year. And one of the things that I kept reiterating is that 2020 was going to be a big year, you know? What I didn't realize is that the big was going to be this kind of big. I'm from San Francisco. I'm in the Bay Area, and so I am now on, oh man, week 3 or 4 of quarantine. But I am happy to say that at the end of last year, I actually was able to do a small feature on Snapchat about my diagnosis story. And for those of you guys that haven't seen my mental health story, I'll also link that here. But basically, they found my video on YouTube and asked me to share my story for this new docuseries on Snapchat, which I was super honored. I had agreed to do it, not knowing what to expect. And it was really the first time that I shared my story on the scale that I did. So in the series, you'll see that I kind of opened up to my mom about my diagnosis and my condition.
With my ADHD, she didn't know what it is. And I think she still struggles to understand what it is now.
So you have that combination.
Yes.
Being bipolar and ADHD?
ADHD.
ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still?
Yes,
like that?
Mom, that doesn't go away.
And I'm really, really happy with how they portrayed the story. My story, the story, my story. Given that today, you guys are gonna see this March 30th, is Bipolar Day, I figured that I would just kind of give you guys a little update. Since I've been featured on the show, or I guess on the docuseries on Snapchat, you know, I did share it with some of my friends. I posted it on my Instagram, and I am quite shocked at the response that I got. It was very much positive for the most part, but what was surprising to me, well, 2 things surprised me. One thing that surprised me was that complete strangers actually sought me out after seeing my episode on Snapchat. Like, they were like, oh, I, you know, had to rewind a certain part of the video just to see like your username so that they could find me. And I really appreciate that so much. Again, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into or what to expect with sharing my story. I wasn't sure if people were gonna take it positively or negatively. And funny enough, it was my friends, my friends and acquaintances that, I don't want to say they necessarily didn't receive it well, but I guess it was hard for them to believe. You can never really judge what somebody goes through internally, you know what I mean? And so I had some friends tell me that they watched the video and they were like, that's like, they made you look super extreme or something like that. But I'm like, no, that's really what I go through. They really captured many moments that I deal with on a day-to-day, you know? So like there's a scene where I'm about to perform and I started freaking out because I was like, wait, I forgot this and I forgot that. And that is literally something that happens to me every single day. And a lot of the reasons why I'm late half the time is because I'm constantly forgetting something. I'm constantly thinking if I forgot something, and then the time it takes for me to actually remember what I forgot and then retrieving whatever it is that I've forgotten. So, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just nuts. And one of the things that I've really just been trying to do is connect with those who have shared their part of the story. Like, it's crazy. I met some people on Instagram that were like, you know, I have the same thing. I've been diagnosed with both ADHD and bipolar, and I just never knew that there was somebody else like me. And to be honest, if these people didn't reach out to me, I also don't know anyone who is like me that has both bipolar and ADHD. And so, you know, it's crazy trying to come to terms with this whole thing, but at the same time, I'm really, really happy to have shared my story and at least make those others feel like they're not alone. And that was the whole intention behind sharing my story. It wasn't like a, oh, hey, pity me, look at me. It's more so of like, yo, this is my life, and even though I am living with these certain conditions, I'm not gonna let it take over my whole life, if that makes sense. And so, you know, there are a few things that I've been trying to do to kind of help alleviate my conditions. One of the things that I've been doing is really focusing on my diet, and I have mentioned that in another video, 3 tips on living with ADHD and depression. But one thing that I have been doing is just kind of experimenting with different types of foods and diets and, you know, vitamins, supplements, stuff like that. I've been reading The Mood Cure, which talks a lot about just supplements and brain food and all that. And I have been very, very scared to take my medication. I haven't actually started it yet because I don't know, I'm just scared. And so I am trying to see if supplements and diet will help first. And to a certain extent, I feel like it's helping. It's only been like a few weeks, so I can't really say, but I'm gonna try it out for at least till the end of this quarantine, because I just don't want to start the medication and then if I have any complications, I don't want to take up space in the hospital for something that I'm learning to deal with and that I'm kind of managing in my own way right now. So yeah, that was just a little update that I wanted to share with you guys. You know, I really just wanted to be an advocate and normalize mental wellness and mental health. You know, I really do feel like we all have our own battles. We all have our own challenges that we deal with in life, and my mental health is a challenge that I guess deal with in mine. And it took me a long time to be as open as I am now with it, but there's really nothing to be ashamed about when it comes to the struggles that we deal with in our everyday lives. And I've had to learn to accept that and also not victimize myself because of my shortcomings. Just the fact that I've come to terms with it on my own pace. I'm wanting to kind of share that with anyone who wants to hear it, or, you know, that feels the need to connect, or yeah. So today, if you guys are watching this March 30th, I am actually going to go live on Instagram today at 4 p.m. Just to kind of answer any questions at all that you might have about mental health, my journey, any of those things. I mean, like, I've made all the videos that I've mentioned so far in this video, and I'll link it all in the description box below as well. But just in case there's something that maybe I didn't answer, I would love to just be a resource for you and hang out, you know, in this crazy time. Since we're all stuck in quarantine, if you have nothing else to do, let's just hang and talk and just be there for one another. And yeah, I hope that you guys will join me. I will probably just speak my mind and hope that it helps somebody out. And yeah, so, oh, and then one other thing that I wanted to mention too is thanks to my feature on Snapchat, I was actually able to write a blog post for Thrive Global, which I think is pretty cool, about my experience and my journey through my mental health, just kind of going through the diagnosis in blog form. So if you guys prefer to read my story versus watching these videos, I'll link that down in the description box below. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this little update of mine. I know it's not really much of an update, but I at least wanted to, you know, say hello and hope that you guys are all doing well and staying safe and healthy, because we are all kind of stuck indoors. I know that I myself have been consuming a lot more YouTube videos and felt the need to contribute. And so thank you guys so much for watching. And again, like this video if you enjoy this kind of content. I'm thinking about like doing a story time type thing, because I really enjoy listening to other people's stories, and let me tell you, I got some stories to tell. If you guys have any suggestions at all about any story times that you can think of, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will be happy to make a video on any topic that I am qualified to talk about. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Till next time, I love you guys. Bye.